Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. This is such a gorgeous day today. I am on my walk and it is just gorgeous out here. You hear the birdies? Aren't they so sweet? Here, I'll take this off so you can kind of see that. And you see this cool hat? I made this. I cut a hole in the top because I don't like wearing my bun down low. I want it high. So, it's funny. Anyway, I was walking today and I was thinking and pondering and doing some of my own miracle morning steps, which is silence. So as I was walking and praying, and I was thinking about like why I do what I do. You know, why do I teach people, and why am I so passionate about helping people with their physical and emotional health? Because when I first started doTERRA, I was really into the physical aspect of it. And I thought, you know, this is so amazing that we can help to heal our bodies through these natural plant-based medicines, right? And that we can actually have more control over what happens to our bodies as we age, as we grow, or even when we're young and kids are going through things like earaches and body aches and, you know, growing pains and all that stuff, and hormones and periods and all this stuff. And I thought, wow, okay, so that's kind of what got me into it, was the physical. It was actually that my daughter had an earache and it took care of it within 10 minutes. And I thought, okay, there's something to this. And then as I started to learn and grow, you know, through that journey of health and wellness and, you know, teaching myself and others to be empowered physically, I recognized that there were emotional aspects to the things that I was doing, and how important that handling our emotions are. And so I went to seminar after seminar after seminar. Ever since I was 17, you guys, I've been going to seminars on how to heal emotionally, because when you heal emotionally, you heal physically. And the two are intertwined so deeply that if you start working on your emotional health, it will automatically up-level your body, period. It just does, because they are connected. And if you don't believe me, I mean, I used to think that too. Well, how is me having indigestion like show up as anger or liver issues, or, you know, like how does stress cause, you know, all of these different things? Well, it's your body's way of protecting itself and shutting down pieces that it doesn't feel necessary for survival. And so as I learned about essential oils and tapping and scripting and like all these hundreds of tools that I've been exposed to and have sought out over the last like 20 years, well, more than that, because I was 17, I found how important it is. Because the thing is, well, what I found is that when people are in pain or they are hurt emotionally, or they are in a place where they are too stressed or they're sick, they don't typically show up as, you know, the best version of themselves. They can't. It's like a physical impossibility. And so that's why I focused on helping people to heal the body and their emotions, because they're so interconnected. And so anyway, the Savers method and what I was teaching my kids, and it's not like it's going over easy, you guys. I was trying to show them a little presentation that I found on YouTube. It was like a little 7-minute one. My internet won't work, so they're just sitting there waiting for it. And yeah, it was fun. But basically, how you start your morning is so indicative of how the rest of the day is going to go. And I've known this for many, many years. And so when I wake up in the morning, so Savers is an acronym. And if you look up the book, I think it's by Elrod. Anyway, it's called Miracle Morning. And he talks about Savers. And it's an acronym that you do, and you can do it in 6 minutes in the morning. Typically, you do want to take longer, but even if you're in a pinch, you want to focus on that and creating that mental and physical power first thing in the morning. So that way when you wake up, you're not scrolling your phone, and I've done all that, and I have definitely, you go back to patterns that are easy, right? So the first one is S, and the S stands for silence. So first thing in the morning, meditate, you know, have that silence in your mind and pray and get connected to heaven, get connected to your source, get connected to God. So that way your rest of the day is intentional, and it's actually based on something that matters. You know, like that's a good question to ask yourself. Will this matter in 1,000 years? And if it doesn't, why are you doing it? And by 1,000 years, I mean eternity. Okay, so the A is affirmations. And as we know, or as you might not know, as you may know from just watching these things, I post these all over my house, but I also have them recorded. I have a lot of recordings when I need to be reminded of the words I want in my head. Because here's the deal. You either put the words in your head that you want, or the cruddy ones show up. They are the weeds, you know. Did that do anything to show up? Nope, just showed up. So you don't have to nurture the weeds of your mind. They show up for you to tell you you're not good enough. You can't do this. What makes you think you can handle that? Or, you know, whatever those negative things are about your relationships or whatever. So doing affirmations really helps you to get back into a place of positivity within yourself and in your mind, right? And you want that. What? Don't you want that? Like, would you rather have like the crummy stuff floating around your mind all day long? Because that's what's happening. If you don't shift it yourself, it's not like the world is going to shift that for you and say, you are such an incredible mother. Oh my gosh, your house is so clean. Or your dishes and your sink is done. Oh, good job. Or look at you doing this. Nobody does that. I mean, you might hang out with people who give you that affirmation, but most of the time it's really important to affirm to yourself what you want to create. So S is silence, A is affirmation, V is visualization. And visualization is super important because this is where you create. It's like the vision boarding, right? It's the seeing what you want to create in your life before it happens. Meaning, your brain cannot decipher the difference between what is real or imagined. That's why when you go see a scary movie, your palms get sweaty, your heart starts beating fast, and you start getting on the edge of your seat. You're not being attacked by a gorilla or a killer, but your body doesn't know that. Your body sees it and your body responds, period. So when you visualize and you put all of these glorious, beautiful things that you want to create. So you're seeing yourself at the beach with your family, laying there with the sand between your toes and watching your kids splash in the, you know, the ocean and laughing and giggling and getting churros afterwards or going to Disneyland, whatever it is, right? Those are some of mine. Then your body starts to respond to that and act as if it's happened. Why would that be important? Because you'll create what you think about the most. So you've got those scenarios. So that's the V, visualization. So the E is exercise, which we're doing right now. So we've got our exercise going. Move your body. It doesn't even matter. 1 minute. You can do 1 minute, right? You can get up. You can do push-ups. You can stretch. You can do yoga. You can just do something to move your body. And exercise has hundreds of benefits. It's like if you don't wake up and exercise, you're giving yourself a depressant, because exercise is the antidepressant. It is a way to really move through emotions, push things out of the body, and to help yourself have clarity the whole rest of the day. And it just kind of gets you that feeling of, hey, I accomplished something, right? So S is silence, A is affirmation, V is visualization, E is exercise, and then R is I just forgot what R was. Dun, 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 dun. What is R? I know I do it. I know what the other S is. Oh my gosh. Reading. Duh. Okay. Reading. So then you are going to listen to or read like a page or 2 or 3, 10 if you can. Read something that uplifts, inspires, or edifies, or educates you on who you want to become. So that way, as you're going through your day, that's at the forefront of your mind. And this actually goes into the other S, which is scribing, which is kind of just journaling. So you can write about what you just read. And so as you're writing about what you just read, or you're writing down your things that you want to accomplish that day, your goals, your dreams, the things that matter to you, or just what happened, yesterday. Gratitude lists are a huge thing to write out. So you want to scribe and write all of those different things. And if you did this 6 minutes, right? So you woke up, you spent 1 minute in silence and meditation. You spent 1 minute saying some affirmations. You spent 1 minute visualizing your day and your life. You spent 1 minute moving your body and exercising. You spent 1 minute reading something that was good for you. And you spent 1 minute writing down something that was going to help change the rest of your life. Would you do it for 6 minutes a day? So anyway, that's what I'm teaching my kids right now. And yeah, teaching teen stuff is kind of hard, not gonna lie. But I feel like it's one of those really important habits and skills, because as you take care of your body, it helps to take care of your mind. And when you're emotionally healthy, there's not a day that goes by that I don't put on my essential oils and take my vitamins. You guys, that is such a huge key piece of healing emotionally and supporting your body. How is your body supposed to do everything that it's supposed to do if you don't support it? Okay? Like, diet-wise, yeah, I totally need some improvement there, because I've been kind of like on a fun fest. But it's actually it's shifting for me, because I'm like, okay, if I want to receive like higher abundance and creativity, I have to have more clarity. Well, then I have to clean out and detoxify. Okay, so I'm doing like my extra slim and sassy and extra lemon, things that go through the body and help to detox and do those things. So it's just, there's always something that you can do. And everybody has 6 minutes. Everybody has the capacity to do that, right? And so while I'm on my walk, I listen to my Ideal Vision. And oh, it's so pretty right now. So anyway, that's some tips that I kind of talked a lot longer. Okay. Morning. I'm gonna go to that little house over there. So have a good day. If you want to be included in my next masterclass, it's going to be on the 22nd, and it's going to be freaking phenomenal. I just did one on the 8th, and it was so powerful. And I love teaching people these tools. I love teaching people how they can show up in their lives differently, and that it's simple. It doesn't have to take like a huge amount of time and effort and energy in the beginning, and when you want massive change, yeah, sure, do that. But you can do simple things, and they can be effective. So, yeah, it's 22nd, 7 p.m. Message me. It's $25. I made it super cheap. In fact, it's not going to be that cheap again, because I've been getting people who are like, really, why are you doing that? You're selling yourself short. And people value what they pay for, right? And it's true. Like, when I pay for things, I value it more. So anyway, that is an opportunity to kind of get some more tools in your tool belt, and how to increase your happiness and your joy levels and your relationships, because how you show up in your relationships is how you show up to yourself too. And I hope you guys have a great day.